Hey everybody, it's Aaron and welcome back to the House of Aaron. Welcome back to the house where we talk news, celebrities, and hot topics. I'm excited to be with you guys on this Monday afternoon. You guys, oh my God, we have a lot of Potomac tea. First off, Porsha Williams is on Bravo's chat room and she is giving her opinion on the whole Monique versus Candiace situation on Potomac, okay? Atlanta meets Potomac and you know we gotta talk about it. Secondly, there has been tea dropping, okay, about Dr. Wendy from Potomac, and we got to get into it. The sources are saying that your girl is broke, all right? So we're going to talk about it all. If you guys like this video, give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe to the YouTube channel if you haven't already, and let's get straight into the video. All right, you guys, so let's just get straight into it. So last night, of course, was Sunday night. You know that Housewives comes on Sundays. We had to get into everything Potomac. I already gave my opinion on the whole situation that went down last night. Y'all know that I feel like Giselle and Robin are full of shit, okay? They're full of it. It's nothing but a bunch of BS. They came into that meeting with Monique already having their minds made up that Monique was gonna lie and Monique was dangerous. You saw Giselle stand up talking about I don't want to be around you, Monique, because you're liable to do this again. And I'm just looking at the television screen like, Giselle, shut up. Like, just shut. I wonder if Giselle looks at social media, because if she does, then she would realize that nobody really likes her. Like, no one likes Giselle. Everybody knows, like, that you're full of it. But speaking of Porsha and Giselle, okay? Y'all know they have their show on Bravo. It's called Bravo's Chat Room. It's with Giselle, Porsha, and then these other women, Hannah and Kate, okay? From Summer House and what's the other one? That other show, Below Deck. Porsha definitely had a lot, okay? A lot to say about the entire situation when it came down to the altercation between Monique and Candiace. Check this clip out.
So I think that it was big of her to sit y'all down and have a conversation, because that is very difficult to do, because, you know, she has to own her part, which I feel she has. What's the other girl named Wendy?
Wendy, yeah.
Wendy put a lot on Monique's back. I mean, I understand the stereotype of black women, etc. But, you know, on the shows that we're on, we're all living real life and nobody's perfect and we all do crazy stuff.
So y'all saw that clip of Porsha really breaking it down, okay, giving her opinion on Monique and Candiace's fight. And then, of course, Giselle had to chime in because I guess she was there, so she would have more intel on the situation. But I would have to 100% agree with Porsha in this instance, in the fact that I feel like it was really mature of Monique to sit all of the ladies down and try to explain herself, because at the end of the day, Monique didn't even have to do that, okay? She didn't have to give y'all that, but she knows that she's on this show. She knows that she looked crazy, and now she has to face y'all, and y'all really acting real stank. How Monique said, if you want to be Humpty Dumpty sitting high on your wall, all self-righteous, then go ahead and do that. But y'all not gonna act like I wasn't provoked in this situation, which I do agree that Monique and Candiace both were antagonizing and provoking each other. So it is not a big surprise or a shocker that a physical fight was the result of that situation. Now, let me get on Wendy's ass real quick, okay? Because we need to talk about Wendy. You know, I expected Giselle and Robin to be stank about the whole situation. I expected them to be one-sided about the situation. And don't get me wrong, Monique is wrong, okay? Wrong for beating Candiace's ass like that. Like, girl, you ain't had to do all that. I am not an advocate for violence. However, we are not finna act like Monique is this big bad wolf and that she's some violent, aggressive person, because that is not the case. Giselle, your 4 incidents that you broke down were null and void, okay? But going back to Wendy, I was extremely disappointed in Dr. Wendy, okay, Professor Wendy, because I just felt like, girl, I know you're coming from a place of historical context, and I know that you're this big professor, and your whole job is to argue with racist white people who want to give their opinion and commentate on what's happening in politics and government. But at the same time, you are so out of pocket and out of line for trying to put the whole weight of representation of black women on Monique's back. Girl, this is not a black or white thing. Wendy continuously tried to make this a black thing, like we're black women and we don't need to be out here doing this, and you have proved the stereotype correct and this, that. And I'm like, you gonna put a whole stereotype of black women on Monique? on this one isolated incident? You really gonna do that? Because if I'm not mistaken, I've seen plenty of physical fights on Bravo. And you can even bring it down to the housewives in general. There are white housewives who fight too. Did y'all not see Danielle drag Margaret's ponytail last season on New Jersey? Did y'all not see that? Okay, did y'all not see Teresa ramsack Andy's ass at the reunion? Did y'all not see that? I'm sick of this, this notion that black people have to be held to a certain standard just because we black. Fuck that. Okay, we have human mistakes too. Yes, we slip up, we make mistakes, and we fight sometimes, okay? It is what it is. Along with that, when Monique said that she was going to try to process everything, she was going to pray about it and talk to her pastor, Wendy made a very inappropriate, disrespectful comment, in my opinion, when she said that, girl, prayer don't fix everything. Girl, obviously, Dr. Dum Dum, thank you for giving us that breaking news. If Monique wants to go talk to her pastor and pray about it, let her do that. That has nothing to do with you, Wendy. Nothing. Okay? Wendy, you have this elitist, I'm better than everybody, I'm educated than everybody attitude, and I don't think anybody appreciates your perspective or your opinion on anything at this point. I was with you when it came to your little beef with Ashley towards the beginning of the season a couple episodes ago. But girl, you really are showing your true colors. And girl, we don't like it, okay? Now, speaking of Wendy, allaboutthetea.com, and I know y'all feel some type of ways about allaboutthetea.com, but we are going to cite them as a source today because they have some really interesting tea on Miss Wendy Osefo. So they had a source, okay, that's close to Wendy's family that came out and is spilling all her tea, y'all. Basically, this source is saying that Wendy is broke. Wendy and her man. Now, y'all know that Wendy sat up there at Monique's lake house. Wendy was getting into it with Ashley, and somehow it got really petty. And Robin mentioned that Ashley's husband was rich. And I'm like, okay, girl. So Wendy was like, well, my husband is rich too. Well, according to this source at allaboutthetea.com, Wendy, you're not rich and neither is your husband. The source came out to the blog and said that Wendy is one of the lowest paid part-time professors at Johns Hopkins University, all right? The source goes on to say that they were renting for 8 years, renting their home. And after they got married and then production, was reaching out to them to possibly be on the show, that is when they finally bought a home, okay? Now, I want to say this. We know that buying a house is a symbol of wealth, okay? We get that, but not everyone has to own a home. Not everybody wants to own a home. If you want to rent for the rest of your life, knock yourself out. You don't have to do that if you don't want to. Not everybody wants a family. Not everybody wants to have kids. Not everyone wants to have this big corporate career. Not everybody wants to buy a house. Stop pushing people into these traditional narratives that they don't want to fit in. But I digress. With that being said, apparently she got her act together. She bought a house in June of 2019, nowhere near Potomac. They bought it for $695,000 and financed it with 2 loans, okay? The source goes on to say that Wendy and Eddie have over 1.5... Oh, my head is spinning. Wendy and Eddie have over 1.5 million in student loan debt. They said Wendy is lying about how successful and accomplished she really is. Her husband is in the same boat, okay? They have a bachelor's, a master's, a law, and a doctorate, but wasn't able to take a case trial in years. The source also claimed that the couple begged to have their wedding photos showcased in Ebony magazine in 2011 and sold the images for a measly $750. They say that Wendy is in debt and she's thirsty and needs a check. Wendy, I don't know who is in your camp, who's spilling all your dirty laundry and all your tea, honey, but you done pissed them off and now they go into the blogs and really dragging you through the mud. I will say that, one, a lot of Americans are in debt, so ain't nothing wrong with that, especially when you are very determined and when you want to go ahead and get your bachelor's, master's, and your doctorates, okay? Now, 1.5 million, That's a lot, okay? That is a lot. Girl, good luck with that. But you know what? It's nothing wrong with a come up. Just look at Nene Leakes, okay? Her and Greg were broke when they first got on the Housewives. Look at Miss Kenya Moore, okay? She was broke when she first got on the Housewives. Kenya Moore did it the best out of everybody, if you ask me, because she really, I feel like, was down and out, okay? Broker than a joker. And she said, I'm gonna be the most entertaining clown to ever grace the stage over there at Bravo and really make a name for myself again, okay? Because y'all know she was kind of sort of like a D-list actress in Black Hollywood, but now everybody knows who Kenya Moore is, and she has become one of the biggest characters on Bravo. Now she owns her home. Now she has a husband who I guess has some type of money, some type of business line credit, and so yeah, ain't nothing wrong with that. Wendy, come on this show, get your come up, get your checks, get your clout, because guess what? Why else would you be doing this? So let me know what you guys feel about this entire situation. How are we feeling about Porsha's stance on the whole, you know, Monique versus Candiace fight? I felt like she granted Monique a lot of grace, and I feel like we all should, because we not gonna act like Monique is just some wild animal and she's done this time and time again. That's just not the case. Even though she was wrong, but the way Giselle and Robin and Wendy was going at it, I'm just like, girl, bye. And then also, do you think that Wendy is broke? Okay, do you believe this story about the $1.5 million in loans and buying the $700,000 house at the last minute before the show? Like, I'm gonna need y'all to give y'all's opinion down in the comments below. I'll be back with another video shortly. I love you guys, and don't forget to create a great day. Bye. Mwah.